Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered! Today it's going to be a match between Terror and Sharp here on Fighting Spirit. Again, got a big pack of Terror replays sent to me by Lazaros. Thank you so much, Lazaros, for sending me these replays. I'm super excited to cast this one. Top left-hand corner, we have the brown Zerg player. It is Terror. Under his Smurf name, 1A, 2A, 3A. And in the bottom right-hand corner, it is the red Terran player, Sharp, who is serious business, man. Sharp is a really excellent Terran player. Really, really good at playing StarCraft in general. Should give Terror everything he can handle today, if not more. If I had to choose who's going to win this thing, my head would probably say Sharp, but my heart would say Terror, because I love how Terror plays. I've seen him do a couple of fantastic ZVPs. Have I cast him in a ZVT yet? I don't know. I don't think I have. This might be it. This might be the first time I've cast him in a ZVT, so I want to see what he does. I want to see how he rolls. I know how he does ZVP. It's crazy. It's a little non-standard. It is aggressive. The expanding is out of control. And I want to see if he does the same thing with Sharp here, because I kind of like that style of Zerg. Anyway, what are we going to do here? That is potentially an overpool. Could just be a hatch first play, which fairly safe. It is a 4-player map. You're not going to scout your opponent in time to see what they're doing anyway. And the drone's heading down for the hatch. So yeah, going to go for the 12 hatchery. And then for the pool, then the gas. You know the drill. Barracks coming up at home for Sharp. Not going for command center first play just because it could be a pool first. And the Zerg player could scout the correct direction. And then you would be screwed. So playing it safe. Playing a little bit more aggressively here is Terror, which again I like from him. This has to be a scouting drone. This cannot be a 3-hatch before pool play. Yeah, it is. So there's the pool at 11 supply. And the drone going for a cross-scouting position here. Overlord says, Basically, the timing on that SCV tells me the Terran is not at the top right, which is correct. He's not up there. So the cross spawn is going to be the next choice, and he scouts correctly. So drone scouting, trying to see what is what here. He just needs to know if this is going to be like an opening 2-3 barracks play, or if it's a 1 barracks into an expand, which it is. He sees the command center coming up and says, yes, excellent. My hatchery will be safe. I don't have to get speed anytime soon. I can probably take a 3rd hatch anytime I want to at this stage and be just fine. Marine production going to keep this drone away as he tries to take down the SCV building the CC, and does get shoved away there. Couple seconds later on that Marine, that SCV would have had to pull off and just pause construction for a bit, which would have been annoying. Macro hatch, actually, the first order of the day from Terror. Okay, fine with that. I have been doing some more macro hatches in my own games, and they've helped a lot in my macro. Helped me get maxed out faster, helped me get upgrades faster, and just generally something that I have really, really liked doing after being inspired by players such as Terror. Scouting drone comes home, gets right to work, and there's your gas timing too. So nothing too crazy here. We're not going to get speedlings, right? This is not a speedling attack that's going to try to jump on a bunker at the front here from Sharp. This is definitely more macro style. Would not be surprised to see a drone head over. Let's see, where does he want to expand? Probably down here would be my guess. Bottom left, take the high ground location and try to get a 3rd base up that way. We'll see. He is sending some slowlings down, and if there's not, oh my goodness. There's not a bunker. Sharp? I don't know. 4 Marines versus 6 Zerglings. Well, that Marine's dead. That was not the greatest micro from Sharp. Maybe don't send 1 Marine out there to die for nothing. I understand you want to know what's coming, but he'll just die, and then you don't know what's coming anyway. But positioning themselves against the ramp here, this is going to be annoying stuff. And the micro, the kiting back is pretty good, but slowling's a little better than maybe Sharp expected them to be here. That is why you got to have a bunker. This is a really good opening from Terror. I'm super, super impressed by him right now. He gets in for the scout. He sees the engineering bay researching and tells, okay, this is going to be bio for a bit. This is not going to be a straight-up mech opening. That's some good information to have. And the Marines are getting body blocks. Oh, sort of body blocks by the SCVs. But, man, that Marine count has been absolutely destroyed. There are 0 Marines on the field right now. SCVs building bunkers are getting harassed all over the place. An SCV does go down. 2 kills on that Zergling. 1 kill on that Zergling. This is insanity. The bunker's going to finish, and the Lings will get out, but the damage is done. That was 3 or 4, was that like 5 or 6 Marines down? That was an SCV down, possibly 2 SCVs down. And sure, you delayed your third base a little bit, but you slowed down the Terran player a whole bunch. But, you know, Sharp's not too flustered by this. He's making additional barracks for his bioplay that we talked about. They're expanding top right, actually. Terror went the wrong direction. Okay, it's fine. It's really just personal preference, but not the way I wanted him to go, and I am therefore taking it personally. Just kidding, I'm not. Spire on the way, double gas happening. We're going to go for a mutalisk opening, and... Wait, what are you doing? That drone, like, left like it wasn't going to expand for a second there, but you definitely want to expand here. If your opponent's on 2 bases and you're on 2 bases, you have a very small window wherein you can get anything done here. So I like that. Spire coming up, about 50% complete. Zerglings are running about. They do have the speed upgrade now because they're pretty zippy, making them better than slowlings for sure. And this is, again, that speedling jump on. Maybe just a run by. Ooh, there was a fire bat in there. Oh, picking off medics as they come out of the barracks here. Another SCV dies. This is some of the most effective zergling play I've seen in a ZVT in some time. Holy smokes. Hit that like button if you're excited to see what the rest of this game is going to be like. Terror. Are we going to get a very rare Zerg versus Terran win on the channel? Really feels like it happens once in a blue moon, especially because I cast these macro-style games. But so far, so good from Terror. I think he's doing the right stuff. He's making good trades. Got a Hydralisk den on the way. It's got 8 Mutalisks in production. Do we have the turrets? Yeah, once the Mutas start being produced, we want the turrets to come up. So we got 2 here in the natural. Probably another, yeah, maybe 1 more after this one inside the main would be great. Got 1 at the front door. Another 1 at the front door. So I think he's reacting appropriately to the number of Mutas that we have coming out. It's 8. It's a scary number. Lurker aspect coming in immediately. He needs that to save this third base, because there's going to be a Marine medic attempt to kill this. And if you have 2 Lurkers at the top of the ramp, shuts it down. If you don't have 2 Lurkers at the top of the ramp, you'll lose your third base. That's just how it works out. Mutalisks, ahoy! There's only 6 of them here. Where are the rest? They're flying in. Boy, are their arms tired. Okay, they have wings. But yeah, I think we're adequately prepared for this. I'll be shocked if there's too much dead stuff. Yeah, Marines and medics inside the base. This is not great. I don't really think this is a fantastic idea for you, Terror, but okay. Gets an SCV. That counts for something. Ooh, golly. Marine, look at this. Look at that Mutalisk. Look how much damage he's taken. It's not great. So Hydras are here waiting to turn into Lurkers as soon as that Lurker aspect is done. I love the Queen's Nest timing, too. It's going to get to Hive real fast. Terror, you are a terror. I'm very, very stoked for this one. What are we going to do? What are we going to do today? I think the last Terror game that I posted, he played Protoss, and it was amazing. What can't this Terror guy do? Many things. He's very, very popular. He's a current player. He's very popular out on the Fish server. He streams. I should probably get a link to his streaming channel and put it in the description, to be honest with you. I imagine he's a pretty entertaining follow. So, yeah. The Marines and the medics are going to be harassed no matter what they try to do out here. They're not really going to be able to accomplish much at the front door of the natural base. Oh, the Lurkers are coming out. Oh, boy. Lurkers here. Lurkers here. Army of Sharp here. Oh, we're going to hold position. This feels like a hold position Lurker scenario to me. If you have your Lurkers out on the field, that's generally how it works. So there isn't a hold position per se. But you do have to have them targeting something further away so they're not actually firing. Constantly spamming that, and then you'll let it go, and then they'll attack whatever's nearby. But you have to target fire something else that they can't actually hit. In StarCraft 2, you just hold position. That's how it works. But Brood War, different things. Mutas. Ah! Okay. No, bad. Oh, this is why I don't like making Mutalisks. Because one incident like that, they all die. They are good units. They're really good. They're fast. They hit air and ground. They hit pretty hard. But man, if you don't babysit them every second of the day, every second of the game when they're out on the map, they will die. Just like that. Lurker, not quite sure how they want to handle this. They don't like what they see, so there's the burrow. And there's the scan, and look at it coming in from both sides here. Lurker's down. Gosu play. Wait, where'd my production tab go? I always forget where the production tab key is. Pressing the wrong buttons here, folks. We got it. We're on top of things. Consume Adrenal Gland already coming in from Terror at 10 minutes. He's just teching up so fast. Nidus Canal going to connect the third base from the natural base and vice versa. Sharp trying to set up for a third base here. Now that he has tanks. Okay, this is the trick. Marines aren't getting up this ramp. You know what is? Tanks. Tanks are getting up this ramp. If you have siege mode, which you don't. You almost do. You have a radiate coming in here too. Dunk, dunk. Oh, the tank takes the initial hits. The vision is there. We're into the third base. Terror's in trouble, but he just popped out a ton of lurkers in defense. Oh, that's so many lurkers. But guess what? There are two tanks here, and they have siege mode. And suddenly, your lurkers are not quite as terrifying, are they? Ow. Maybe focus the lurkers. Oh, Ling's trying to jump on top of these tanks. Is there enough bio to save it? Whoa! Jumping in, dismantling the Terran army. We still have some stuff going on back here, though. Marines picking off drones individually. Very nicely done. Not really interested in engaging with the lurkers, as they should not be. So they get some damage. It's 50 to 35 drones. 50 SCVs here to 35 drones. These medics are dead. I'm just not sure that they know it yet. Third base under construction by Sharp. His economy is looking beautiful. And we let the medics live, apparently. All right, fourth base on the way now from Terror, while the third base gets paused by zerglings with adrenal glands. Hey, they don't have any attack upgrades. It doesn't matter. Adrenal glands increases their attack speed so much. It's incredible. They're trying to take this base down, but it's been constructed for too long, and they don't have enough time to get there. If they had +2 or +3, they probably could do it. Plague being researched. Working on a couple vultures, but still pumping the Marines, Widowmines, medics. It feels like we're going to stick on this Marine medic science vessel play with a little bit of tank. He researched siege mode, so it's not like he's going to stop making tanks altogether. It's just not a straight-up pure factory-style mech play. Again, especially with these upgrades we're working on right now. Irradiating the Defiler. He wants to cast something. Oh, gets a plague down right as he dies. It's a decent plague. It wasn't game-winning or anything, but it was some good damage. These medics are kind of being left alone. If somebody wanted to drop up here, that could be pretty good. Just a drop ship with a bunch of Marines. Just drop. They have ready-made medics ready to heal them up. They have a ton of energy because they've been sitting here for the last 5 minutes. Another plague, another Defiler down. These guys are, all of them, extremely injured. Scourge getting picked out of the sky. Nice target firing there. North base being taken by Terror. I told you his expansion patterns are aggressive as all get out. I am not convinced this group of bio can really do much of anything. Oh, especially with a Dark Swarm and just one shot, one shot, one shot, one shot. That was such a cost-effective trade right there from Terror, made possible by Plague. Ultralisk Cavern on the way here too by Terror. I'm telling you, Terror is my spirit animal. I love him so much. Tank sets up. Scourge trying to see other science vessels to kill. The answer is there's one. It's not feeling very good about its place in the world here. But man, didn't we see Sharp just dismantle somebody the other day? I think they dismantled it was a Zerg player. I just don't remember who it was. Oh, you gotta protect your science vessels, though. Yeah. Defiler exploded. That's the sound of a Defiler exploding. And just all of... Look at this. Look at this. We're sitting at a 5-base economy for Terror versus a 3-basing economy by Sharp. This is just not working out for him all that much. He probably will force a cancel on this 5th hatchery. Never mind, it's done. So it's just going to die instead, which is actually better for Sharp. Chitinous plating coming in, 4 Ultralisks in production. And the hatchery dies. Let's see if we can get revenge. Oh, man. The Dark Swarm Ling attacks are really stupid good right now. I'm not sure he needs Dark Swarm to win this particular battle. The SCV's body blocking as well as they can. Meat shielding for these Marines for the bunker, repairing the bunker. And, you know, without these SCVs, this would have been a dead base. Way to go, guys. Way to fight for your right to not die. It's an important right, as it turns out. Oh, another fantastic play. I think Scourge caught a dropship. Hey, look, it's a dropship. Firebats ready to rock against those zerglings. The dropship gets taken down. They are 2-2 bio, though. The medic's coming up to help. Hey, look what happened. We got it. Unfortunately, there are ultralisks. With a whole bunch of armor. They're getting more right now. They're going to go from 2 to 5 armor, or 4 armor. Wait, 3 to 5 armor. Real fast here. 107 to 106 supply. It's real close on supply. Still 48 SCVs to just 40 drones. There you go. 5 armor on those ultralisks. Feeling happy about that. Trying to focus down defilers while ultralisks are in your grill. Not easy, but these vulture pilots manage to make it happen. Haven't seen vultures on the channel in a while. I love how they're wearing their red outfits to coordinate with their red vultures today. Ah, they're so great. Love those dudes. Vulture pilots, very brave. Very brave and very cranky. What do you want? They say. Man, who answers to their commanding officer that way? Vultures do. Vulture bike riders, without question. So 4 bases to 3 bases, not quite as bad of a deal here. But you know what would have been awesome is Dark Swarm with that attack. Dark Swarm shows up here, this base goes down. I really like Ultras versus this style of Marines, Medics, and Science Vessels, especially because there aren't many Science Vessels. If there were like 6 Science Vessels here, it'd be much worse news for Terror. But there's 2. I think there's 2 on the entire map. So Dark Swarm in the ramp there. That Ultra very intelligently runs away. Not often you see an Ultra that runs away from battle, but they know, you know, this guy, he knows he's outnumbered. And it's not a good place for him. He gets on out of there. Anabolic Synthesis coming in to help them run faster. The Terran player working on 3-3 because he's just bossing it right now. Again, I told you, it's Sharp. He's scary. He's really scary. Bottom left base being taken by Sharp. Floating his science vessel, or science facility up this way. Provide vision. Nice reaction time on those science vessels. Nice plague, though. Okay, decent play. Catches 2 of the 4 science vessels. Right in the face. This Ultralisk outnumbered massively and will go down, despite the fact that they trade very well versus Marines, but not in like a 25-to-1 ratio. That's how StarCraft works, man. Boy, Sharp has an advantage here, which you're going to have playing this bio style. But is this enough Ultralisks to actually get in here and take this down? Maybe. If there are Lings, especially, yes, and the Lings are coming in, that's why you see Ling Ultras so much. The Ultralisks tank the damage, while Zerglings deal more damage. Plus, you know, Ultras are a ton of gas, and Zerglings are no gas, so they just work out economically that way. Radiate on the Ultralisks, all of them. The Science Vessel count is now where you want it to be if you are Sharp. This is a really tight game right now, but I gotta give the edge to the Terran player, especially because he took this bottom left-hand base. He's doing a bit of an SCV transfer down this way, which is protected by the Vulture Bike Riders we mentioned previously. And yeah, we've seen Flash win TVZs this way before with what feels like relative ease against elite Zerg players. We'll see if Sharp can pull this off today. The Scourge are still trying to get hits on the Science Vessels, but the babysitting's much better over the last 5 minutes or so for Sharp. Oh, the target firing is so good, too. I like this vision on the Nidus Canal. It shows you what's coming out. I didn't realize what that was all about. The 12 o'clock base might go down again. Mutalisk is here for those Science Vessels. Again, some of them are injured. Ooh, are we coming over this way? We're coming over this way and catching a plague to all of your guys. Where's that Mutalisk? Where is he? We're going to try the boxer maneuver on your dudes. Hey, we got it. Oh, 44 drones. Terror was up economically. He was. Zergling's trying to win this battle over on the right side of the map. Where's that Muta? Here he is. Ready for this? Oh! 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 Oh, the humanity! And Revenge Irradiate on the Mutalisk, who gets 6 kills, all of which are science vessels. That one escapes because he didn't get plagued. That was gorgeous. Out of Terror. It was beautiful. Guess who has more science vessels, though? Sharp does. Sharp certainly does. This bottomless base got attacked and I missed it. Sorry about that. I'm assuming it was zerglings. Or an ultralisk that crushed up the ramp here, killed those vultures, and attacked the base. Yes, indeed. That did happen, Falcon. You missed it. I apologize. Doing my best here. Solo casting and solo observing is a ton of work. Name any Brood War tournament that does that. I'll give you a couple minutes to think about it. There aren't any. All right. Ultralisk. Zerglings. They have the adrenal glands. They have the +2 attack. They have 3 armor. These SCVs are going down. This is a big-time victory for Terror in this extremely close game. What do we got? Another science vessel went down. I heard the sound. I assume it was Scourge, though. And then you irradiate the ever-living crap out of these Ultralisks, which they do damage to each other, but also to the enemy Marines. Tank down. Tank down. Is there a plague on these dudes? No, they're just stimmed. That is regular style stim damage. Dark Swarm up. Hiding inside the Dark Swarm. Lings trying to get inside the Dark Swarm. A plague catches a bunch of these Marines and some of their Zergling buddies. Which means the Lings die real fast. Oh, these Marines are alive. They're doing terrible, terrible damage to this base. This 4th base is in trouble. Fire Bats in the mix. They don't care about Dark Swarm at all. Scourge trying to catch the science vessels. Nice juke attempts, but in the end, both of them go down. This game is bananas. The Marines finally get taken down after a couple Defilers die at the top right. At this 4th, it's 97 to 87 total supply. I don't know who's going to win this match, you guys. This bottom left-hand base is alive because nothing that came down here could actually kill the command center, so just lift it off and called it a day. Lings, where are they going? They're trying to jump on smaller groups of reinforcing Terran units, which is something I'd always like to do in my matches, but it just takes a little bit more APM than I have available to me generally. Replacement Nidus Canal coming in, even though this one would do probably. I don't know. 36 to 36 workers at 22 minutes means a lot of workers have died today. It's kind of impressive. Again, Ultralisk by himself, not particularly scary. Unless everybody's been plagued, in which case, scarier. Oh, the Irradiate is... He's just running them through. I've never seen that before. He plagues the Marines and then just runs the Ultra around different areas where there's Marines and lets the Irradiate kill the Marines. That was Gosu. That was a Gosu play. Dude, this game might just get an epic tag. I am highly enjoying it. This Ultralisk has 6 HP and is therefore dead, but he doesn't know it yet. Plague catching a couple science vessels, and yeah, Defiler dead, Ultra dead. Called it. So, I mean, Terror did take 5 bases pretty quickly. He lost his 5th base a couple times, but he hasn't expanded since. He hasn't been able to really take that 6th base that I think he needs to win this game. I don't know that it's worth a Scourge for a plagued science vessel. Maybe get this one, but I guess the guaranteed kill was the one that was plagued. Yeah, so go for the guaranteed kill. 35 to 22 workers. Where are SCVs? Oh, this base is dead again. All right, I'm telling you, brown is hard to see on Fighting Spirit, okay? This bottom left base has not been a good place for Sharp at all today. Ultra, very patiently staying in the Dark Swarm, jumping into the other Dark Swarm. Terror, you are a terror. You are aptly named. You know what? I'm feeling like the upper hand has been taken by Terror here. He's up 35 to 21 workers. Sharp's on 3 bases, but he's been on 3 bases forever. It's 104 to 57 supply. The army is getting wrecked for Sharp right here, and I think Terror has done it. He's got 35 drones at the 24-minute mark of a ZVT. But I think he's pulled it off. Look at that supply discrepancy. This bottom left base has not been happening. The 3rd base is happily mining, but that's about all that's left here. There's no mining happening at the main or the natural, and GG! Sharp taps out, and last is your winner in 24 minutes and 45 seconds. Absolutely insane. What else can I say other than an insanely fantastic CVT? My goodness. I mean, when's the last time you saw a Zerg player win a 25-minute ZVT with 35 drones at the end of the game? I can't think of the last time I've seen it. Terror, serious business. Remember what I said? I think Sharp is the better player here, but my heart says Terror. That's why. Heart says Terror. The macro was consistently good. He replaced bases when they died. That single play where the mutalisk took down 6 science vessels might have been the game winner. Just a patoo, 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 and then gets irradiated by the last one as an act of revenge for all of his science vessel brethren. Are they androids? Are they cyborgs? Are they augmented humans? What are science vessel pilots exactly? I don't know that we'll ever know. Maybe somebody knows out there. Probably some lore about it. Anyway, crikey, hit that like button if you enjoyed that ZVT. It was fantastic. End of the day, 180,000 points for Terror, 158,000 for Sharp. Produced 600 Zerg units, lost 450 of them. That is a good number. Also consumed a whole bunch. Structures raised here. Not actually many buildings died. I think the 2 hatcheries that died. Ooh, and so a hatchery died and a Nidus canal died. That's what it was. Sharp managed to kill 2 of those, and actually no Terran buildings killed today, which is, again, 25-minute game where you kill 0 Terran buildings is kind of impressive. And then resources, way more gas mined for the Zerg player, which makes sense. He needed it for the ultralisks and the upgrades. More minerals mined by about 2,000, and total spent by 9,000, which, yeah, again, he had the 4 bases fast. The 5th base was a little bit of a struggle here, but the Terran player never really got a 4th base off the ground. He got his 3 bases, and that was it. So 3 bases in 25 minutes is not enough. Nice job by Terror. Sharp taps out to fight another day. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of a StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.